If I asked you right now, if the product you're planning on selling on Amazon FBA is in a restricted category, what would you tell me? Would you say, I don't think it is? Or do you know with 100% confidence that it isn't restricted? So not that long ago, I was launching a product on Amazon, or I was planning on launching, I should say, and I didn't realize this product wasn't in a restricted category. I didn't do the proper research, and I ended up losing $4,000, and luckily I didn't lose more. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to know with 100% certainty if your product is able to sell on Amazon, if it's in a restricted category, or if you're good to go, even if you think that you already know. It's always good to check. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Open here is Amazon's restricted products list. This is the last step that you want to take before you're ready to kind of reach out to suppliers and start producing and creating your product, because you don't want to create a product that's restricted on Amazon, right? And realize it once it gets into the United States or wherever you're selling, right? Once it gets into customs for your particular country. So restricted products include alcohol, animals, and animal products, certain kinds of art, right? And you can kind of like art. Wait, why is art restricted? Well, it gives you examples of permitted listings, but then also there's, permitted and then also prohibited, like unauthorized copies, things that infringe on copyright, trademark. Pretty straightforward, but it's always good to make sure, even if you think it's not restricted or like, oh yeah, it's not restricted here, to go in and just kind of double check and make sure. I've said this before, but I started producing a product that I didn't realize was restricted. So two things is one, before you reach out to suppliers, and really that's more of a time thing, like before you start, wasting your time, starting to talk to suppliers, if you're going to try to create a restricted product, right? Check this list, and I've included the link to this list in the description. So as easy as possible, you can kind of access it whenever you need, bookmark it, so you always have it on hand. But once you want to check this list, before you reach out to suppliers and start producing the product, obviously. And then two is before you actually order your products, you want to create a dummy listing. It's not really a dummy listing, but it's your listing. It doesn't have to be complete, with title and bullet points and description and images. It can just kind of have a placeholder, title and description and all that. But you want to make sure that you have a listing, your legitimate kind of listing created, even if it's not fully updated. You want to make sure you have it. And then within a few days, Amazon will basically tell you if you're allowed to sell that product or not. So one, you want to make sure you look at this list here before you reach out to suppliers. Number two, you want to make sure that you create your listing before you actually purchase any items anywhere, okay? Even if you think it's, you're good to move forward. And this, like I said, this is what happened to me. I didn't create my listing. I ordered $4,000 worth of products, realized that this was restricted on Amazon, even though I looked through this list, okay? There are some recent issues that they didn't update this list. And I was basically out, $4,000. That was only half the payment. I would have had to pay like more for shipping and all that. And disputed it with Alibaba, and it was not a fun situation at all. Nobody told me that, so that's why I want to tell you, be very careful. I don't want to, fill you with any kind of anxiety or fear or anything like that. Hopefully this actually reduces it, so you're very clear and confident, like, yes, this product's good to go. But yeah, check this list. Make sure you create your listing before you purchase any products. Don't make the same mistakes I have. I list all my mistakes on this channel and my success stories, but hopefully, your successes will far outweigh your mistakes, and I'm sure that they will. And this is just one way to kind of protect yourself, be safe, be careful. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, which I hope you did, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of great videos out there like this one and more coming to you very soon. So yeah, hope you found it helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.